My friend Kate is trying to FaceTime me right now.
This hit that ice cold Michelle fight for that. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. Don't believe it, just watch.
Hey y'all, what is up? It's Miss May and I'm back. And today I'm going to be talking about my job. First thing is, what is my job? I am a cashier at the big and lovely perfect store, Target. If you don't know what a cashier is, I'm basically the people in the front lanes who scan your crap and put it in bags and take your money. And why I chose to get this job? I chose Target because first off, I love shopping. I love shopping. And growing up, we would buy everything at Target. We'd buy clothes, we'd buy school supplies, we would buy birthday presents at Target. Like, Target has everything. Like, I'm not even kidding. We have school supplies, we have so many electronics, we have video games, CDs, books, we have merchandise, we have clothes for every age group possible, for every gender. We have college stuff, we have home decor, we have food, we have produce, we have toys for kids. I could go on for days. We have basically everything at Target. So what is it like working at Target? Basically, it's pretty fun. Let me tell you, I love working at Target. I have been there for almost a month now, and I like it. I love it a lot. Granted, you know, there are some ups and downs, obviously, which I'm gonna get into soon, but, you know, my team is super, super nice. Obviously, I'm new, and like when I was first working there, I had so many questions and like so many things that I wasn't taught in training. Other cashiers and like this team leaders were so helpful, and they weren't like giving me crap because I didn't know. Like, they were like, oh yeah, sure, let me help you. And I was like, wait, you're not gonna like give me crap because I didn't know something? So that's why I applied, because I knew it was a safe, friendly environment, and that's what I prefer to be in, especially with anxiety and stuff. I would like to know that I have team members to fall back on in case, you know, something like that were to happen. What are the upsides of working at Target? The upsides that I have are, you know, like I said, friendly team members. You know, you get a friendly work environment. Discounts, I do get discounts. I get a team member discount. I get 10% off. And then, you know, there's other benefits to being a cashier. You know, I get the breaks I get and my hours. Oh my god, Target is so flexible with hours. Like, if I were to call in and be like, yo, can I have like Saturday and Sunday off? They'd be like, yeah, sure. But granted, you gotta be careful with that. What are the downsides of working at Target? The downsides, I think the biggest downsides I can think of are some of the guests that we get. Guests are customers. I'm gonna get into stories at the end. But some guests at Target are not patient. They don't understand. They never worked at retail. I'm not saying all guests are like that. I get probably 2 or 3 guests a day, and I talk to 200 people. There's like just a little bitty pinch full of the people I talk to a day that are just, yeah. Story time, you'll understand what I'm talking about. What is my schedule? My schedule is pretty simple. I work 5 hours a week, or 5 hours a week. I work pretty much 4 to 5 hours a day, and I work 5 to 6 days a week. They try to be pretty lenient. I have had Saturday, Sunday, and today off. So I've had 3 days off, which is really nice. But then I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I think Saturday. So they're super chill about like my schedule. They'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever. And like I said, pretty lenient. They're pretty cool, and I love the hours I work. I usually work, my average time is probably like 10:30 to 2:30 or 3:30. I have pretty good hours. Like, I don't work 8 hours a day. I don't work 40 hours a week. I work probably 30 to 35 hours a week on average. Things to keep in mind at Target. Do not yell or get frustrated with cashiers because we're folding your clothes. That's a story that I'm going to get into here in a couple minutes. tell us to fold clothes and whatever and put them in nicely. Your transaction to move a little bit quicker and you're buying clothes, please take the hangers off and just set them aside. I'll grab them. Not yell at us because we're asking you to sign up for a red card. I had a chick one day, she's like, you don't need to ask everybody that. Like, she's telling me how to do my job. And I'm like, yes, I do. That is my job. That is the one thing my team leaders push every day, is to ask everybody for a red card. Like, we have goals. I get frustrated when I'm asking you if you have a red card, if you want to sign up for one, because that's my job, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting paid to ask you if you have a red card or not. And it's mind that we try to be quick as possible. Frustrated at us because the computer is telling us something, like your coupon doesn't work, or your card is declined, or you canceled your purchase, or, you know, the price is different. Don't get frustrated at us. At the cashiers, don't get frustrated at the cashiers because our computer is telling us something. It's not like I purposefully am not taking your coupon. It's not my fault that your card isn't working. Like, I'm not purposefully telling the computer, hey, don't accept this lady's card, she seems suspicious. No, that's not. Machines fuck up. Like, sometimes they did it at anybody. Get frustrated at the goddamn computers because that's the only thing to be blamed for. Alright, story time. Now, I know I have only been working for a month, but I have some pretty good ass stories for you guys. One of them is, one day I was working and this chick, she was buying groceries and stuff, and she had, not even joking, like 20 some coupons. We have to scan each one individually, and we were almost to the end, and there was this $5 in groceries and get like $3 or $4 off. That's literally what it was. And it said on the screen that she doesn't have enough eligible items for this coupon. What? And I'm like, I can't accept this coupon. It says that you didn't buy enough items for this coupon to be eligible. And she's like, I counted my groceries and it was like 26 something. Give me that coupon. I'm like, I can't do that, ma'am. I don't. It says that you do not have enough eligible items to use this coupon and I cannot overwrite it myself. And she's like, well, you need to figure it out. Like, this chick was getting so pissed because she couldn't save $3 on groceries. Getting so frustrated with me because she couldn't use a $3 coupon. Another story. You are allowed to, like, put your card in and, like, pay before I'm, like, done with the transaction. My phone's buzzing. The problem is you are on a time limit. Like, you have, like, 2 minutes before timeout. And really loud and annoying readers, and they go, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, card out. Please remove card. And scanning her stuff, I wasn't done, and it beeped, and I was in the middle of it. She took her card out, she put it back in her purse. Like, I didn't see that, but she did. And I handed her stuff, and I'm like, your total is $14.97, and she's like, okay, thank you, and she started walking away, and I was like, I looked at my computer, ma'am, you didn't pay for your stuff. She's like, yes, I did. I'm like, no, you didn't. I still have your screen up here, and your receipt hasn't been printed, so you didn't pay. And she's like, but it beeped at me. And I was like, that meant that the reader, like, timed out. Like, all it did was just time out. All you have to do is put your card in and just pay. She's like, how do you know I didn't pay for it twice? Well, you didn't pay for it once, so you couldn't have paid for it twice. All it did was it just timed out, and it didn't accept your card because I wasn't done scanning. And I'm like, I can call a team member over here and have them explain it to you. And she's like, no, I'll just check my credit card bill and see what I paid for. And I'm like, okay, you do that. You check it. As she's like paying for it again, the lady behind her, she's like, ma'am, if it makes you feel any better, it happens to me all the time. Like, the machines time out. It's not this young lady's fault that it timed out. She has no control over it. And I looked at her, I'm like, and I handed her a receipt, and she like took it from me, and she's like, bye. Like, I didn't get a thank you, I got a bye. Yeah, you're welcome. You just go to self-check next time. You pay for your crap there. Okay, another one that I so very much love. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I'm at the front lanes and I'm checking out or whatever, and this girl has like $400 in groceries and clothes, which isn't a problem. That happens all the time. She was like paying or whatever, and it got to the point where it was like my computer was authorizing it, and it said your card cannot be accepted. And I told her that. She's like, I don't understand. And I'm like, your card just can't be accepted. He's like, I don't understand why my card isn't accepted. And I'm like, I just did something on it yesterday. And I'm like, I can't help you. And I have to use another payment. And she's like, this is ridiculous. No, I think it's all your guys' fault that you guys aren't taking my card. And I'm like, our fault? Like, no, it's not our fault. I don't even remember what kind of card she had. Like, made her redo it like twice, maybe 3 times. And she's like, no, it's not my card's fault. It's your guys' fault. And I'm like, what? How is it our fault? Like, what? Like, we pretty much accept, like, all cards that I know of. And she's like, no, it's your guys' fault. Okay, sorry about that, but you're still gonna have to pay another way. And she was so upset, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not your card issuer, and I'm not the CEO of Target. I scan crap and I give it to you. Like, I don't control anything else other than putting your shit in bags and taking them. That was my cord that you just saw from my light. Yeah, here's the short story. So before I was talking about, you know, not to get frustrated at cashiers because of folding clothes. So I had this chick last week, like this was very recent, on tax-free weekend. So this chick bought, not even kidding, it was $723 and something cents worth of clothes for her kids. She told me she had 3 kids, her mom who was with her, and herself and her husband. She and her mother, I would like to point out, there were 2 people there. So none of them even bothered to take the clothes or the hangers off the clothes. So I have to take off the hanger, scan, and fold every piece of item of clothing that she has. They're not even like considering, you know, helping me. And this lady, she's like sitting here and she like has her elbow with her card like in her hand, like looking at me, like glaring at me. She rolled her eyes a couple times. She's like, is there any way you could hurry up? No, not really. She's like, oh my God. And she was like, she had her like little credit card and she was like whispering shit to her mom, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, really? And eventually I'm getting towards the end and she's like, okay, you can just throw them in bags, seriously. And I'm like, sure, I can do that if you ask for it. She's like, you could have just thrown them in there. I'm like, no, I'm actually not supposed to. My job, I'm supposed to fold them and put them in nicely unless the customer tells me otherwise. And she started like grabbing the clothes and like just freaking just throwing them in the bag. And she's just grabbing the clothes that I already scanned and like just throwing them out. She's getting mad at me because I'm doing my job and she wasn't helping me. Like, she didn't even consider like taking out the hangers saves 5 minutes of my time and your time. No, she didn't even do that much. And I'm sitting here scanning her crap. And it came up and like her mom's like, wow, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, my last story, I'm gonna make it super quick. So I was working in a lane and I had another cashier behind me in the lane behind me. And I'm scanning this lady. She had no problem. And there was this older couple like behind me, like in the lane behind me, and there's this older man and his wife is like paying or whatever. He comes up behind me and he puts his head on my shoulder. And like I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I look over and it's a man and I'm like, oh, okay, just be nice, just be nice. And I'm like, hi, how are you doing? And he's like, fine, now that I've seen you. And I'm like, what? 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 And I just laughed. I'm like, yeah, thanks. And he walked away. His wife is standing right behind me. And I was like, oh my God, really, what the fuck? Stories, but that's all I got for you today. That is all about my job at Target and how much I love it and how much and other things that I don't love. So make sure to like and subscribe, comment something down below, like Target is the best store ever, like do that, like yeah, comment something about Target. Go follow all my social media links. I have Twitter, I have a Facebook page, Instagram, I have a Musical.ly. Yeah, I have all that, and I hope you lovely little people have a great day and a great week, and I will see you later. Bye. Sneeze, hold on. Which is like oh god, my nose itches so much. I don't know if you've noticed that how much I'm itching my nose. I don't know what the problem is.